The tactics aren't quite working for me yet, but we'll get there. It's all about getting the right players in at the right time. Some of the players might not be following the tactics, but it might take a bit of time to get there. But early signs, there's been promising signs, and there's been a lot of worrying signs as well.
I think it'll take time to settle, Ricky. I thought the manager made big calls in the European game and it worked for him. So maybe I'm wrong, but I think he's got it spot on. And we've still got a couple of players to come in, so I think everything's looking good.
I think he's trying to correct things now. He was started with the wrong team selection, where people playing, on the wrong side of like Aaron's playing at full-back on the left. That was an absolute disaster. Dow, absolute the same, I would think. I'd like to see Raskin back in the team, that definitely. I'm a bit off the wall. I would probably play him instead of Rothwell, to be honest with you, which is probably not what most folk would want.
Give him a chance, 100%, give him a chance. And on one game he made all the changes the other night and he stood by it and we got a result, so we'll see what happens today.
Surprised with Raskin, not surprised with Tavernier after Motherwell. Motherwell was pretty poor all round for Tavernier apart from the goal, but his general play and last Saturday was pretty awful, to be honest.
No, I wasn't shocked. I thought it was well overdue. I think that there's certain players just not pulling their weight, and they shouldn't be in the team if they're not pulling their weight.
Not at all surprised, no. I mean, I'm surprised we're asking, but not at all with Tavernier. I mean, he could have been dropped a year ago, really. He's past his best by a long way, I think. He can't really defend, and he's no longer attacking either, so we're not getting the benefit of that,
It was a surprise to me, when I seen the team sheet. Obviously, Martin says it was leaked. I was surprised with it, mate, to be honest, but I think his thinking behind it is maybe because he wants to show the rest of the players that nobody's place at Rangers is safe, so nobody's bigger than Rangers, so to speak.
Good decision, only because the manager said I'm going to make changes and he done it.
That's a really tricky question, because I think when you look at the stats, Tav's performance for what we paid for him, incredible, but he's presided as a captain over a terrible period in our history, and there's been a lot of other mitigating factors, but ultimately I wished he could have done more.
Yes, 100%.
The team's been getting leaked for the last 30 years, ever since age of internet and beyond. The team's been getting leaked. You won't stop it. There's probably about 50 people involved knowing the matchday team. It's impossible to stop. You'll always get a leak.
I think it's poor. I don't know who leaked it, but it's kind of poor that, because you want that to be kept in-house.
Well, we're certainly a left-sided defender, that's for sure. And we're also, I think, if we lose any of the strikers, we need to get another striker, and then after that, I think, we could do one left back, another left back, but we need to get rid of some players. That's the priority. We just cannot seem to shift any of the players out the door.
Left centre back, left back, and probably two forwards. And if you want to go for another, I would take another centre midfielder.
Fair, I think most of the signings look as if they're bedding in well. But when was the last time you saw a Rangers side with threats on both sides of the wings? And that's the most pleasing aspect for me. We look as if we've got players who can really hurt teams in the final third.
Oh, what a signing. Honestly, he surely can't be that good every game. What's a signing?
He managed to get his IKEA furniture up to about 12 hours, but the guy was absolutely superb, really good. Really enjoyed watching him. I thought he was man of the match for me on Tuesday.
Yeah, he looks like he's good. He's fast, he'll get to the byline, that's going to be important. We've never had that since the way back to Neil McCann and Kanchelskis and boys like that. It's the last thing with two wingers, So this is a pleasant change to see that.
Because some players seem to have had to bed in, he didn't, and we benefited from it, so delighted.
I saw Leeds fans comment and they were saying that Rothwell last season played for the forward, and I wonder if you'd maybe swap him and Raskin, maybe Rothwell 8 and Raskin 6. I think that would create a lot more as well. I think that'd be an instant change.
Afternoon, lads. What do you think about today's team?
I think it's a good line-up, to be fair. Hopefully, I'm going to say 3-0 Rangers.
What do you think about Russell Martin so far?
Well, to be honest, we're from Bristol. we're Bristol City fans, really. Yeah. And Russell Martin, when he played Bristol City, he always did alright. So you boys will get in the ball a lot.
Yeah.
He keeps the ball a lot. Sometimes it might be boring, but you keep the ball a lot.
Get the job done. Maybe a 1-0. I said 3-0, but maybe a bit of 1-0. A bit of a boring one, but.
Strangely not a surprise. I think that the problem with Russell Martin's system was always going to be when you met a team who didn't come out to play, and Dundee were so organised, and I think that back five, it's going to be a problem all season. We're struggling with the passes sideways, and it was terrible, but I'm not shocked. That's the worst thing, and I'm not surprised.
Before the game, I'll be honest, I said get a win, just a win, maybe 3 or 4 to build a bit of momentum, put a stamp into the season, but the day surprised us all. It was shocking. Poor.
Sometimes I think at Rangers, and this is so old-fashioned and awful, but we're a team, we're a passionate team, and I don't think our fans care about style or tactics. We want to win, and I think at the moment there's far too much going on about inverted and false, and we need to batter these teams. See Dundee, their own fans had them as going down. One of my friends is a Dundee fan, and he had them getting relegated. They can't outplay us at Ibrox. You have to batter them. You don't come up with systems to interplay. They're Dundee. They put together a new team, almost every summer. They need new, you cannot stand off them. And I think there's too much respect, too much tactics, and far too much cerebral. We're a team of passion. We need to be battering them. And also, you notice today was so quiet. Because see, when you're passing sideways, nobody cares.
I would think so. Yeah, I'm reasonably confident we can take care of them because they're not any great shakes either.
How long did it take you to get up today? Did you fly or did you drive?
I'm to Claybank. He flew.
15 minutes.
Come on, it was a short commute. But no.
All about the Gers fans, Never fear. Inevitably, we shall have our years of failure.